Alright guys, welcome back. We're here for another game. We're having the black deck starter deck versus the green starter deck. And now we're placing our figures like we normally do at the start of a game in accordance to the ruler. And one of the things you'll notice is we have our cards here of our characters and our rulers right by the board, and part of that is just to double check what they do. Not everything is on the character plates that have the name and their ability, but sometimes you forget what the ability does, or your ruler has a special effect, and so it's helpful to have that there right in front of you. You just have to make sure you don't show your opponent what's in your hand. So we draw up to our hand sizes and start the game. Now, one thing I will say, if this is the second video you're watching in our Alternate Soul series, you'll notice that this game is going to be much more explosive than the previous game, where it was a combination. So if you're interested in checking out a little bit longer game with milling out and with touchdowns, go ahead and check out our first video. Now in this game I'm playing the green starter deck, and I'm just going to throw it out there that Shahrazad and Prisya are some of my favorite characters in Alternate Souls. The Shahrazad lore in both the game and in real life is something that's very interesting to me. Now you'll see the green deck has a lot of movement, and so I'm making a hard, fast push up on the left lane here. And at the end of every turn, I'll draw up to my hand size and pass the turn. Kevin remembers to move his linkers and ruler down the standby. And now he's going to use a movement card on Alice, and because of her ability, she's actually able to cross the map in combination with that movement card. We're just making sure we paid for everything. And now I'm going to use the Greater Holy Sealing Wave here and actually counter Kevin's rather expensive kill spell. He'll draw up at the end of the turn, and I managed to keep at least one character alive. So I'll just do a basic move here. Every character has the ability to move one cell forward by using one will. On Kevin's turn here is Astama's coming back into play. And you'll notice that he doesn't actually put it in front of Tia, and even though Astama has flying, Tia has Keen Eye, which kind of prevents that from coming into play. But what he does is reposition Dark Alice so that there is a blocker to prevent me from getting a touchdown easily. Now, one thing to keep in mind is we're recovering our characters a little bit later than we normally would, just because it makes it a little bit easier visually to see who the characters are. Now I'm trying to use a movement card to get an advantage here, and Kevin catches me and prevents me from killing Dark Atlas. Now I'm setting an addition here, Beast Queen's counterattack, that I'm hoping is supposed to help me out here. Don't mind me forgetting to draw at the end of my turn. And now here's Kevin using an addition to counter out my addition, and so we've both enchanted the same rows, so our effects are kind of nullifying each other. And so I see there's a very big threat coming if I can't deal with Kevin very quickly here. He'll have 3. So at this point I'm seeing, alright, well I have Faith Sing coming into play. And I'm gonna try and go for a mad dash here, because if the game gets too far out of hand, he's gonna have more characters in play than I will, since next turn he's only 1 away from getting 3 more. Here I am trying to prepare myself by gathering will for the next turn and clearing out the stage. So right now the board is clear, but it's gonna get scary real quick. Remember that if you're in that center tile, you will collect 1 extra will at the beginning of each turn that you have a character on that tile. So again, with all of Kevin's characters defeated right now, his linkers and ruler not in play yet, he doesn't have too much to do on that turn. Forgive me for not recovering my ruler. Now I've gotten my extra will, and my plan here is to go for a touchdown with Tia, and maybe I can score 1 with Faith Sing quickly as well, since she's pretty big. Most rulers have a little bit larger stats than your normal linkers. As you can see, I get my touchdown. I can reposition my character. And rulers can score touchdowns as well, so. And now the Legion comes. And Galapis has an effect of when he comes into play, I have to destroy 1 of my own resonators. And one of the cards that I had used previously is being used against me this time, and I'm trying to save myself now as Gil jumps forward. And as you can see here, Gil is a 7/7 as opposed to my Faith Sing as a 6/7, and I'm doing my darndest to keep my J-Ruler alive. Because if my J-Ruler dies, even though I've already scored a touchdown, it doesn't mean anything. When the J-Ruler dies, I lose. Recover. At this point, I'm looking for my options, but the writing might be on the wall here, boys and girls. It looks like here Gil takes out Faith Sing, and that is the game. Again, thank you for watching. Hope you'll join us next time.